Hello?
Hi, President Saller. I'm Kalissa.
I'm Annie, and we're out of meal swipes. Is there any way you can help us out with dinner?
Can you help me make pizza?
Yes.
Come on in.
Tell us about your dough recipe.
It's just flour and yeast and salt and olive oil.
So how long have you been making pizza for?
When my sons were 6 and 4, we had pizza every Thursday night, and especially my younger son had a very fine sense of smell, and he would come into the kitchen and say, "Dad, are you putting oregano in the tomato sauce tonight?" Let's now cover these up while it rises. For the sauce, unless you object, I'm going to put some garlic in it. Good?
That's good.
We're happy with your recipe.
Yeah.
Okay. There's hardly a pizza I don't like, except maybe pineapple. Okay, so we'll saute the garlic for just a few minutes to soften it up. What do you like about Stanford?
I love the weather.
Yeah.
I
Where
love-
are you from?
I'm from Seattle.
So you see more sun here.
Just a bit more. I love the people. I think Stanford attracts really special people.
And describe the characteristics.
I think there's a sense of wanting to do good and also wanting to have a fun life.
What about you, Kalissa?
I would actually not say the weather because I'm from Georgia. I think that it's extremely cold here.
We have different ideas of cold.
Yeah. Definitely the people too. I feel like everyone's like really unique. They all have like a really unique story and like background.
And that, of course, is one of the ways that we think you get an education is by mixing with people who are unique and have different talents. Have both of you done IntraSems?
I did run. It was like gender in Silicon Valley. I like that a lot. You get to like go to the professor's house. Yeah, so I like IntraSems. What really got you into the Roman Empire?
I started out in engineering at the University of Illinois, but I took a course in Roman history that I thought was a lot more interesting. So I switched to classics. And then they told me after I switched that I needed to learn Greek, Latin, and German in order to pursue it. And I was fixated on a teaching career, which meant a PhD from the beginning. There were times when I wasn't sure I would ever get a job, but I've had a much more rewarding career than I ever dreamt possible.
What are some topics within Roman history that you've recently been studying?
Innovation, or actually lack of innovation in the Roman economy.
Did they have pizza back then?
No. They did bake bread, but remember, tomatoes are from the Americas, and so they're a product of 16th century, really.
Do you think your Roman knowledge like has helped you serve as president in some way?
That's a good question. I think in the sense that there's a real danger of what I would call presentism. That is, looking around at all the problems around the world and thinking, boy, this is depressing. And yet, if you think back to what life was like in the Roman Empire when, probably out of a population of 60 million, 10 million were enslaved. The standard of living was about 1/20th of what we have today. You wouldn't have wanted to live there.
Now that you're the president, can you walk us through what a day in the life looks like?
It varies a lot. The biggest issues right now where I can have a couple of meetings a day with different people are connected with the protests on campus and then athletics. The change of conference from the Pac-12 to the ACC is a lot more complicated than I had realized. And so that coupled with the fact that nobody knows where college athletics, especially football, is going to be going in the next years, it's really challenging. Okay, I think we're ready to add the spinach.
You mentioned the student protests. I'm curious what you think is the best way for students who have an opinion on something to convey their messaging.
We're perfectly happy to have them register their views in White Plaza with signs and tables. What we ended up shutting down was the camping. And that has been against university policy for a long time. We encourage free speech. We hope that it's evidence-based and presented in a way that's respectful.
I'm curious, other than the house, what are some perks that come with the job?
Well, we have a housekeeper, and that means that for the first time in my life, I'm not washing and ironing my own shirts every day. And the garden is splendid. The opportunity to meet people I would never have the opportunity to meet otherwise. Certainly the Crown Princess of Sweden would, or the Prime Minister of Japan. Let me go ahead and turn on the oven. So we like a hot oven.
Oh, it cooks down a lot.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Yeah, so is there any favorite spot on campus that you like?
Lake Lagunita.
Every time it rains, I'm not even grumpy because I'm like, one more inch in Lake Log.
I'll be happy when we get to dry season so that I can get out on the bicycle more.
Yeah.
So is there a main thing that you've learned at your time as president?
Oh, I guess the main thing is just how complicated the university is. Being president is a very different experience from being dean. It's just a very complex operation, and it's less direct. It's fun to make pizza with you because this is about as direct as it can get.
Yeah.
Hands-on. It's a remarkable job. I mean, my fundamental belief is that the advance of knowledge has been a tremendous good for mankind. From the time of the Roman world to today, there have been tremendous advances that have tripled life expectancy, that have multiplied the living standard 20-fold. If Stanford is the leading institution in the world, and I think it arguably is, that is developing new knowledge, it's a thrill to be involved in that.
What other advice do you have for students?
My own experience is that I found a subject that I would never have dreamt of. So, explore and take courses just out of curiosity as well as what you need to do for your major.
Yeah.
Okay, so we put the pizzas in the oven. We have it turned up to 500. It'll be ready in about 15 minutes, I think. This looks so good.
I can't wait to eat.
Is this better than what you would have gotten had you had your swipe card in the dormitory?
A lot better.
Stern pizza's good, but it's not this good.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the spinach, like underneath.
Oh, good.
I'm seeing the need for the house.
And what do your kids do now?
They are partners in a craft brewery in Chicago.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Are they the same age?
They're litter mates. So they were sisters. We actually were only intending to get one. They're pandemic puppies.
Ariel, come here. Good girl.
And so on impulse, spur of the moment, we came away with 2 puppy dogs. And it made COVID so much more bearable.
Do you feel like you often make spontaneous decisions, President
No.
Saller?
Not. That was the most spontaneous thing I think I've done. Maybe after accepting the job of president.
How has your life changed since President Saller has become the president?
I meet more people, more different kinds of people. And the other thing is this war in the Middle East. He sees more directly the grief and the anger and the despair of so many students. And not since the First World War has there been a war like this where members of the same student community were really on other sides of an issue.
It's been really good to get to know you. The fact that you think Stanford is a special place makes me happier.
It's been lovely.
It's been so nice being here. Thank you for having us over.
Next time, maybe we'll take you guys to the dining hall.